educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my live stream. I hope you all are doing really, really well. I hope you are having an amazing morning, night, evening, day, wherever you are in the world, whenever you are watching this live stream, or even if you're watching the replay. Don't forget to put hashtag replay gang in the chat for those of you who are watching after I have no longer been live. I am not going to be on live too long tonight, hopefully, cross our fingers. But I do have another build that I am working on, and I wasn't going to live stream it, but then something said, go ahead and live stream. Why not? So this is the Mossy Lane Apartments, and y'all know this is the Mossy Lane home. It's in Bridgester, and I decided to remodel it and flip it and make it into a apartment building with 3 apartments, because I figured it would be nice to have, you know, more living options within Bridgester alone. So y'all know the university, all the universities are here, and I was like, you know what, let me just do a build where there is more housing. So y'all know this is one building that is a home. I'm trying to remember if this is the same building where y'all know the older couple lives in. I don't know where they are in my save or in this particular game, I should say, or this town, because I didn't see them when I went to start this build. So I literally started on this yesterday, and something was like, yeah, just jump on and, you know, film it. And so this is what I've done thus far. I did go ahead and redo the outside. I haven't done like my final little touches, like, you know, doing some like worn grass and stuff around everything. I did add some trees just to give a little bit of privacy and shading. The back has this like little privacy fence in this patio. I did do a grill, which I'm not done back here. I am actually going to add a table. I did do a sunken hot tub. I added a gardening area. I did go ahead and fence off the front because that's how it is, really. Sorry, y'all. Pay no attention to these exceptions. They have been popping up like left and right. So anyway, I added the mailboxes. I added a little seating area for them to come out and sit in, which again, I'm not finished with this. And I added 4 bikes. Each of the 2 top floors have a balcony, a patio area. I did not do that on the bottom because to me it just realistically didn't make any sense, because really the sim just has to basically come down the hallway and out So that made absolutely no sense for me to do. But I did the balcony area on the other two units. So we've got 1, 2, and 3 Mossy Lane. So I have started decorating every single one of these units, and let me just open them up so you can see. So this is unit 1. This is the one I started with. I am also going to do a little bit of decoration in the hallway, which I may end up doing that like, later on. But unit 1 is where my placeholder sim is in. It's not showing her now because I'm in the build mode. I didn't go into the actual game where I have my sim within there. But this is the kitchen that I am, well, I won't say kitchen. This is the common living area. Yeah, let's say it like that. So I have put in certain things in each of the spaces, or I will be putting in certain things. I do have like a guitar, a keyboard here. We've got just your basic setup for your kitchen. And in looking, I kind of feel like I want to add another cabinet here because the kitchen just looks very weird to me. So one second, y'all. Let me fix this because I don't know what my thought process was when I was doing this. But I do know that this definitely was not it. One second. Oh, yeah. But for the most part, each of these units, I want to say each of them are similar and not exactly the same. I'm gonna fix this in a minute, but I want to just kind of show you guys. So each of the units will come with a common living area, a laundry room, a bathroom, and one bedroom. So going up to the second unit, this is to a Mossy Lane. This one is pretty much empty. I just started working on the bathroom and I was like, dang, I should just be filming this. This one's a little bit different because when you come into this one, it is like a little landing area, so to speak. Kind of like a mud room, if that makes sense. So it's not really a mud room, but you know how some homes will have like an entryway. So this is kind of like the entryway to the apartment. So I'm gonna put like a little bench and maybe a table or a mirror or something out here. Very simple, very basic. Here is where I'm gonna do like the TV and everything, and the couch. Over here is going to be the kitchen. The bathroom I had already started decorating. And then this is going to end up being the laundry room. And then this is going to be the bedroom. So again, it's very similar in setup. All of the units are very similar in setup as far as how they look. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Thank you so much for the hearts. For anyone who is joining me, definitely don't forget to subscribe because it is free. Oops, sorry, y'all, hit the mic. It is free and it does help others find my channel. And don't forget to let me know if you like what you're seeing. Leave a comment below, whether in the chat or after the video is uploaded. You can definitely put it in the comments underneath the video. This is unit 3. Now, in this unit, I've already started the living area. The kitchen has been finished. And this one, I did a dining table. And this is going to be the bedroom, laundry room, and bathroom. This one has a bigger balcony. Of course, I could probably pull this in and make the kitchen a little bit bigger. And that is something I'm considering, to be honest with you guys, because I don't know. Does that look a little, look a little tight up in there? And I might need to move the window because I feel like yeah, I'm gonna move the window. Let me just go ahead and just do that right now. There we go. Looks a little better. Looks a little bit better. Not bad. So I may move this over and, shrink it, not shrink it, but shrink the balcony down to kind of match up with this one because I don't think they're going to need all that balcony space. I am going to put some things out there. You know what? Let me just go ahead and do it. Let's just see how it looks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, that looks better. It looks better. And I may move the window. It just all depends. I know I have the refrigerator here, so I may just I'm not sure if I want to keep the fridge there or change it because now I can literally just do that. Yeah, that looks better. That looks a lot better. Let's take these from above. I wanted to do a shelf all the way across the top, but I don't know. I may change that, but that's 3, and y'all saw me do a little bit of maintenance to it. Of course, you're going to see a little bit more once I get up here. Each of the apartments kind of have a little bit of a color scheme going. Like this one's going to be like blues and like tans and browns, with some hints and pops of gold. And then this one's going to be more of a red and gray and tan theme, and of course pop of gold, because that's consistent throughout the building as well as throughout each of the units. And don't pay any attention to that green, I just put that in there just so it didn't look so like crazy. So this is the unit that I started with, and this is the unit I probably will finish. I'm not going to keep you too long, at least that's the plan. Who knows, I may change my mind and be on here for an hour, but the plan is not to keep you too long. This evening or night, wherever you're in the world, I'm on the East Coast, so it's already 12:46 at the time I'm on here. So now that I've done this, let me fix the light, because I kind of want to even the light just a little bit. I think I see why I didn't do that, because I thought maybe it was going to be like too close. You know, if that makes any sense. Like if it was going to be too close to the doors, but this looks a lot better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And there's more than enough room to get around. So this one is pretty much a stocked up um, kitchen, I want to say. But I'm going to add a few more things into this. Okay, so I want to add, I do have a little fire protection thing in the hallway, so that should help. One of the things that I really hate when I do apartments, y'all, what I won't say hate, but I dislike it, is I really don't like the lines. I get that's to tell what each of the units are, but I think visually, to someone who may be not familiar with The Sims, it's not as appealing. I kind of wish it was different. Let me see. Since I did black appliances in this one, mm, got my little Drew Barrymore, y'all. It's cute. Look how cute that is, and it just goes. All right. Now this area, I was like trying to figure out what to do with it, because it was very much a bare area, but I went ahead and I put in like just a little music area, because I don't know, maybe the sim, they're going to school for, you know, music or something else, but also for them to develop skills. Pay no attention to this or this. That's from my sim, and she's technically in here when I go into like game to test this unit out. She's technically in here, but I'm thinking, do I want to add anything else? Oh, you know what? Definitely need a rug. We're going to do a rug. See something? And I do want to add something to the night tables and also to the wall over here. But for the most part, I want to say the bathroom and the laundry room is done. I want to change this wallpaper out just to see. And I'm leaning towards darkening up this wallpaper as well. But we will see. Let's go to our decorations. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate it. And please, for anyone joining the live, don't forget to subscribe and give your girl a thumbs up, because it again helps my channel grow. I'm trying to figure out, I know I have some rugs in here. I have a lot of rugs. So I have been downloading, not this week or last week, I want to say like a week or two ago, I downloaded some more rugs and some more like pictures and things. Oh no, I don't like that. Let's get that out of here. How about it's different, but I don't like that either. get that out of here too. I'm trying to find them. It's so weird because I know I just saw it. I like that too. Yeah, but I really want more of a long rug. About this one. Something that kind of pulls in the other colors in the room. Now, I'm not a professional decorator by any means, but I just want something that is really basic, if that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, we'll go with this. Don't want to put it up against, because this is one of the things I like to do. I kind of like to put things like up against where this may stand. But how would that look? That way I kind of tuck it up underneath. But then there's nothing in front of the fridge. I'm gonna like kind of tuck these up underneath. That's one thing I tend to like to do from time to time. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's get that out of here. Then again, I could have just went with something like this, and it would have covered the whole entire kitchen. Let me see how that's looking. And it does cover. Yeah, maybe that might be the better option. Because this does, it covers the kitchen, like not the kitchen, the way in front of the fridge, in front of the sink, and also in front of the stove. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Let me see. Do I want to make it gray? Just keep it black. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. This is tough. Decorating and making decisions can be tough sometimes when you have a lot of CC. So this pulls in some of the gray and it kind of has a little bit of a taupey undertone. This pulls in some of the gold. I'm going to leave it with the gold for right now. I feel like even though I have a plant over here, this room really needs something green in it. Maybe some hanging plants, especially over here because this area is very bare. Let's see. Definitely know I need something on that counter too. That looks good. What's this? Something that's nice too. I think we're gonna go with this because I know I definitely need something on the counter. That way it doesn't look so eh. And of course I'll jazz it up a little bit more once I am off the live. Let's look at still. Oh yeah, that'll work. Let's go. Change the color of the pot to yellow. Okay, so that was medium. Oh, that's a different plant. Let's do. Do I want to do white or black? Let's do black. That doesn't look too bad. Let's see. I want them kind of close together, but not too close. There we go. Okay. I will probably add a little bit more stuff to the countertop, like later on. Let's just do this plant here. Let me size it down. Don't want to do anything else. Yeah, let's do a mirror. I'm going to put a mirror in here and I'm going to put a mirror in the bedroom. And I definitely want to do a candle because we need a candle. Don't want to do gold. I don't like that gold. I want more of a soft gold. Then again, that will work too. Let's see. Okay. Oh, let's do that. I don't think this is not exactly the mirror I want to go for, but I'm gonna put it in here because I feel like it's kind of like a smoky gold, so it brings in the gold and it brings in the black. And I would do a vanity over here, but now that would be a nice mirror fan there. Let's do, what's this? No, we don't want anything too small. Let's do that. Okay. So in here we do have a flower on the table already. So let's do a little plant and in desperate need of candles. Dang, this was moving so much faster earlier. Like when I would go into search, it was moving very quickly, but now for whatever reason, now it's slowing down. Okay, now see if we can get a candle. So, you know, something I just realized while I was talking so much about this build is that I feel like a lot of us have had some shocks this week when it comes down to celebrity deaths, y'all. Like, I was not expecting Michael Jamal Warner to sadly pass away. I wasn't expecting Ozzy Osbourne to pass away. And I don't know how many people like me grew up watching Ozzy Osbourne. Like, I knew who he was because y'all remember like the whole bat incident. So if you're an Ozzy Osbourne fan, you know what I'm talking about. But if you grew up in like the early 2000s, you remember there was the Osbournes on MTV. Y'all know MTV was the popping thing in the early 2000s to mid 2000s. So when the Osbournes came on, I honestly, when I first saw it, I wasn't interested in the first episode, but something was like, keep watching. And I'm so glad I did because I got to see, you know, a different side to him and who he actually was. It's kind of weird to explain, you know. They always say you don't judge a book by its cover, and it was just interesting to watch him and his wife and his children. And I have to tell you guys, like, just the relationship between him and Sharon was so funny to me. And the way he would just call her name, I would just be like, oh my gosh, I bet you Sharon just gets out of hearing her name being called. Sharon, y'all know if you watch it, that's how he would call her with, you know, his accent. And I love their accent. But I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, like I was watching him. And the messed up part about it is, you know, Black Sabbath, his original band before he went solo, they were all on tour. So in my mind, I was thinking it's a hard hit to the family. It's a hard hit to the rock community. But on top of that, now it's a harder hit for the tour because I'm like, how are they going to finish their tour now? Your front man, he's not there anymore. And I know my manager was saying that there was rumors going around about how he was doing in his last days, which I'm not going to repeat on here. Of course, you can go to, tabloids or celebrity YouTubers who do celebrity gossip and watch them. But man, it was sad to hear that Ozzy Osbourne passed. That was not something I was expecting. It's like when Whitney Houston, Prince, and Michael Jackson died. Like, who expects that? Like, we know death is eventually going to happen to everybody, but that I wasn't expecting. And my Malcolm Jamal Warner, oh my gosh, definitely another hard hit. Definitely wasn't expecting that one either. And I think I just feel bad for their families. I really do, because I can't imagine what they're going through. I can't imagine what they're feeling. And I don't think any of us truly 100% can, but it's really sad. It's really sad that that happened. And with Malcolm Jamal Warner, with him dying in such a tragic way, to lose your life from drowning. And now it's like, I feel bad for the family even more, because all you keep hearing is, oh, they have signs posted, or they had signs posted. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, so are we to a stage now where we're going to blame the victim? And I understand he is not what you would consider a traditional victim of a crime or anything, but he lost his life. He can't speak for himself anymore. And it almost feels like that's the way that things are going. It's like, oh, well, there were signs posted. Like, he should have read the signs. I saw somebody literally say that the other day. Like, he should have read the signs. And I don't think that's the right thing to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, he lost his life, and it was a tragic way. It wasn't something that anybody expected. But I don't think we should go to a point to just go and say, hey, or make comments about it being fault, if that makes sense. Because none of us would want to have someone do that to us. You know, that men or women can't defend themselves, they don't speak. So I just feel like at some point we kind of got to be mindful with how we say and do things. It's like everybody I know, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that are sensitive on the internet. It's not made for everybody. You got to be built for it. And I just feel like a little bit of respect, just a little bit. Not a, you got to have a lot of respect, regardless of what your feelings are, but just a little bit of respect for him, because, his family is grieving too. And I don't think any of us would want to go through what he went through, because I'm sure he was fighting to get back to shore. And I don't think anyone of us want to go through what, his family is going through right now. So I don't know. It's all of this is sad. I feel like this week has been a sad week. Michael Jamal Warner and now Ozzy Osbourne. And it's an old wives' tale. Everything happens in threes. So I'm like, uh-oh. I just hope we don't hear any bad news for the rest of the week. I don't know. But tell me in the comments what you guys think. For all those of you who were fans of Ozzy Osbourne, or fans of Malcolm Jamal Warner, Cosby Show, and then Malcolm and Eddie, like, a lot of us grew up with that. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think in the comments below? Let me know how you're feeling. Just check in. And the one thing I will also say too is, life is so short. None of us know the day nor the hour. So hold all of your loved ones close. Let them know you love and appreciate them. And I know for a lot of people that's hard, because, a lot of people have gone through stuff with their own loved ones. And, sometimes your family will push you. And you don't know if you like them one day or can't stand them the next. So, yeah, I forgot. I wanted to talk about that. I said to myself, I need to make a point to kind of talk about other things other than just The Sims when I'm doing these live videos. But I'm going to call this unit done for now. I am going to go in off camera, add a little bit more clutter in and kind of rearrange some of the clutter that I have. I'm going to add clutter into the laundry room too, but if I'm not mistaken, the washer and dryer I have in here, I don't think I can sit any laundry items on top. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate it. And whoever's watching, thank you so much. Really appreciate that too. Because whoever's here, you've been here for a minute, so I really appreciate it. It's not showing me your name because I would say it, but thank you so much for joining in. Because I know you could spend time anywhere you wanted to, but you chose to stop by and spend time here on the Casual Games channel. All right, so I'm waiting for. There we go. I knew it was gonna do that. I hate when I go out of um, items by function because then it pulls up the show all and it takes a minute for that to load. Let's see. Okay, so let's do a quick little search for my laundry items. And I just want to check this before I move on to the third floor because I'm going to do this a little bit out of order. I'm decorating unit 1 now, which that one is pretty much done. And then I'm going to move to unit 3 because unit 3 was pretty much already ready. So do I could do that shelf on top. Oh, do I want to do the shelf on top? Oh, decisions. Do I want to do the narrow or do I want to do the wide? I think we're gonna do the narrow. Let's do the narrow. Um, I actually do like it right there. I was trying to see if it will let me put some laundry items on top of the washing machine. Okay, no. So it doesn't. So I'm gonna put them on top of the shelf, and I will test these out with my Sim. She's over there somewhere doing something. Um, let's shrink that down. And I know I have. I'll put the powders in. I love using these little laundry items. Put that over there. And still. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna shrink it just a little bit. I feel like we need a plant though. Let's see. I like the way that's looking. Let's see. What? In a perfect world, I would put another. I'm gonna do another shelf right here real quick. Just to. There we go. So it's not really stuck on just like one. There we go. So now I can slide this down. Put that there. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, we're gonna call this one done. I don't know if I want to do. Do I want to change? I want to change this wallpaper back here because it's not really a backsplash. that look weird to just have it like that. Should I do? Let's do another one. I don't know. I like it. It does look very. It doesn't look too plain. I almost feel like I need to just put that one back as black. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below, or you could drop it in the chat. If I should just leave this wall, this one panel of the wall, with the beadboard. I think it's beadboard. Or should I make it like the marbly background? But I feel like that makes the cabinets, like this background makes the cabinets pop. So we're gonna call this unit done. And of course, I'm sure when you come back for the next live, it will probably be something else there. Thank you so much for the hearts. Really appreciate that. And welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing really well. I am going to go ahead and move on to the third floor. So like I said, I'm gonna do this a little bit out of order. Normally I would go from the first to the second, but this one I haven't really decided, y'all. I kind of want to do it on a live, and then I kind of sort of want to do the decorating on a like a pre-recorded video where I edit. But this is unit 3. This is the unit I had already started working on, so I don't have a whole lot to do in here either. So this is going to be the bedroom. This is going to be the laundry room, and I kind of made the laundry room similar to the kitchen. So I want to put down some towel. What towel do I want to use? I don't know if y'all could understand like what I meant when I said like the lines and stuff around the edge. It's just irritating me for some reason. I know why it's there, but it's like it's throwing me off. Does that throw anybody else off? Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Okay, let me angle the tiles here. So like if I was to throw the grid on, you got all these lines. So I tend to not only put the grid on when I want to place something. I think I want to do some end tables. And this unit is not going to be finished tonight, but I do want to at least get the bedroom put in. Okay, so I think what's getting ready to happen is the objects by function is going to do another show all. Because yesterday when I was doing this, when I was decorating the bottom apartment, and I would go from objects by room to objects by function, for whatever reason, the first 3 times I did it, it kept doing a show all. So it would take it forever to load. See, yep, it did a show all. I know y'all can't really see that, but it did a show all. So thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you see. If you have any comments, you can definitely put them in the chat. Chit chat with me about what's going on in your life. How's your day or your night or your evening going? What tables do I want to do? Nope, don't want to do that. I like it, but I feel like it's a bit much. Oh, I like that table. Gosh, I like that table. You know what? I'm not even working on this unit, the second unit yet, but I like this table. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw this in here real quick before I forget. Okay. All right, let's go back up here, unit 3. So I feel like we definitely need an accent table. Trying to figure out what I want to use. Whatever I use, it needs to either be gold or some form of gray. this kind of goes. Since this table here is very modern. Why is there a toilet showing up at accent tables? Look at this. Why is that in there? Let's do. I don't like that one. Like I just used that in my last bill. This is not bad. It's different. Like I say, when in doubt, can always change the table out. That's definitely different. This is nice, but a bit big for the room. Let's see. But it does kind of sort of go with the chairs. Ooh. What about... Okay. Let's see. Nope. Absolutely not. But the white, though. The white looks good. Okay, so we're going to go with this one. It doesn't have to be, you know, exactly perfect. Let's do table over here. Yeah, it's different. I'm thinking maybe the couch. Maybe the couch needs to go. I didn't want to do a blue couch because I felt like there's enough blue going on in this room. I wanted more of a tan couch. So we're going to switch out this couch. I'm hoping I can get to the bedroom before I need to end the stream. So let's look at the couch. This kind of goes with the tables a little bit. But I feel like we got this chair that looks really traditional. We have these kind of modern and mid-century modern style. So I don't think that would... Now this might work. But the main reason I chose this chair because it went really well with the room. We could do modular. Let's see. Not the right color blue. Nope. Okay, let me put the grid on for this. Yeah, no, I don't like that being too close to the wall. Let me see. Okay. Oh no. Let me know which one you guys like in the comments or in the chat. Option 1, which is the chair with the brown pillows. Option 2, which is the modular sofa. I'm gonna get rid of the option 1 for right now and go with option 2 because it kind of like balances the room a little bit to me. Let me bring this up. Kind of feel like maybe I should just take this chair out, but I want to kind of play around with a few things and see how I like it. You know, sometimes I like to just leave things the way it is and then come back to it. Let's throw in some plants. I love this little plant. I think it's so cute. Well, since I have stone already in the room, I'm just gonna keep with that. I think I'm probably gonna put a gaming system in every single one of these units. Cause why not? It's a college town for anyone. Just in case I didn't mention this, because this is the Mossy Lane. It's the Mossy Lane house, but I'm turning into, even though I did mention this part in the beginning of my stream, I'm turning the Mossy Lane house into 3 apartments. But I guess I didn't mention this is in Rochester, by the way. So since this is kind of like a university, oops, sorry, y'all hit the mic. Since it's kind of like a university town, I figure why not do apartments. Thank you so much for whoever dropped the hearts for me. Really appreciate that. Do I want to do the base game? Say something. Nah, I don't like that. Nah, we don't like that. Let's go to the other one. I think it's under recreation. I never ever really know what everything is. I try though. Do I want to do it standing up or do? Let's just make it standing up. Like this. Okay. One thing I did not put in unit 1, I didn't put any books. So let's rectify that with unit 3. That's a big book. Gosh, them some big books. Go ahead and put a little thing over there. And don't I put any other books here? I do want some that are like laying on their side. Oh, that's cute, but a little more practical. That looks like children books, so we don't want to do that. That's an option. Can I stack? Yep, I can stack. Now that's pretty. Okay. Go to lighting. And I like to do candles in each of my rooms, because if ever the sim decides they don't want to pay the bill and the power goes out, they have other options. So thank you so much for joining my stream. I really appreciate it. Let's do this candle. I think it goes well in this room. I really love this wallpaper. All right. I did extend this kitchen out at the top of the live, so it's a little bit bigger now. I'm gonna shift this just a little bit. And I kind of went with the same theme as downstairs, where it's black in the kitchen. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change this out or not. I'm tempted. Let me see. Let's do, I forgot what cabinet this is. Okay, this is the Essa cabinet. could have gone that route, but I really want to kind of stick with the way the floors were. Okay, y'all. I need your help again. Should we go with the black countertop in the kitchen or the white countertop? I'm leaning more towards the white now and keeping the black appliances only because the floor has the white in it, and then we have a white kitchen sink. 1 second. Now I feel like I can't see the kitchen sink. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I can't see the kitchen sink. What in the world? Okay. Oh, okay. I see what happened there. I had 2 sinks. All right. What in the world? Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know what just happened. I literally was just trying to rotate the doggone countertop, and the game decided that it was going to go ahead and just move walls. So there's that. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and go with this. So if I'm going to do that, I think I'm going to switch out the appliances. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to just switch out the appliances. I do like the black, and I really was trying to be consistent with the first floor, but I may have to say bump that and just give them all some individuality. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Okay. What in the world? Okay, so let me do this. Although I did like the black, I think the black was nice. I just don't think it goes with the direction I'm going. So let's just do white appliances. I'm going to do as many white appliances as I can in this one. Just get them all switched out. Well, that kind of goes with the cabinet. If not, that's as close as it's going to get. I may have to switch them out for like a silver. Let's go with the white fridge. Let's go with that. And we'll go with this. Okay, so I'm going to change out the sink. And we're going to go with something else. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is doing really well. Hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Definitely don't forget to like, and definitely don't forget to subscribe because it's free. And I will be back on live probably sometime later this week. I may come back tomorrow. Let's see. I don't know if I'll come back on Friday, y'all. I was thinking about Friday, but I know I'm busy on Friday and on Saturday. So we'll see. It might be tomorrow. I'm really trying to get more of a consistent schedule with going live. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Let's say something. Do we like that sink? Not bad. Not bad at all. I cannot remember for the life of me if I put in a dishwasher in the other one. Okay, so I did the oven, but I did not do a dishwasher. So one of the easiest ways for me to find stuff a lot of times is to go into like items by the room or possibly items by function. And then of course I'll search. It just all depends. Everyone has a different way of doing this, but let me put in dishwasher. Go with that. I thought I had another dishwasher. No, I don't want that. Oh, here it is. Okay, we'll use this one. Sorry, I had to go back down. This is unit 1 for anyone who's wondering. This one's already finished and completed. And I'm working on unit 3 because unit 3 was the one that had the most in it and the least to start getting done. But I'm not going to finish this all tonight. I think I think I'm going to take out. Don't want to take out the shelves. Yeah, I think I'm going to take out those 2 shelves and leave these. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I really like these shelves over here. I kind of want to do shelving all around the room. So let me do this. Let's do a shelf at the top above the window. I have to kind of overlap these shelves. Oh no, y'all tell me, does that look weird? Like that? So I've got 2 shelves here, 2 shelves in this corner, and then the shelves here. Let me see, how does that look if I took that one out? Because then you're not really going to see the shelf in this corner until the camera angle changes. Or should I just switch them out for cabinets? I really like the shelving though. I feel like the shelving is better. I might put that shelf back, but I'm not sure yet. It would be better if I could just do angle the shelf, but the game will make it snap. And I have turned off the little what is it, the little feature where it won't auto snap. It doesn't matter. It will still snap. So I'm gonna come back to that. Yeah, let's kind of put that on the back burner for right now. All right. Let us put in a dishwasher. Go with white. Maybe I should do a different one since that one has gold and I don't have. I want 2 pops of gold in here, but I don't think it's gonna work. So, I mean, at least not in the kitchen. Let's see. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts. Let's do. It's like I'm trying so hard to get as close to white as I possibly can, and I'm not getting there. I don't want to do. No, that ain't bad. Not bad at all. I'm sitting up here trying to figure out what's the difference between these. Oh, okay. This is more of like a wood pattern. If you are a person who plays with CC and you have a ton of CC like me, you download a bunch of stuff and you don't really look at it till you go to use it. Do you want to do coffee or tea? let's do, I did a coffee machine downstairs. So let's do tea. Let's do a tea kettle. Oh, don't want to do, let's do it there. Yeah, we'll do it there because I don't want, like, I feel like whenever they get stuff out the fridge, go over next to the stove and chop it up over there. Do I want to do anything else? I don't want to do a stand mixer. Could do a stand mixer. Could do a pizza oven. Could do a waffle maker or pressure cooker or blender. Um, well, if I do that, I might as well go ahead and do the other one. Let's do, since I'm doing Smeg, let's just do that. That looks better. I have a mod in my game to where, if you have blenders, like if you download blenders, there's a few different creators that have them. Like, what is his name? Uh, Max 20. I want to say Maxis. I don't know why I want to say Maxis, y'all, but he has a blender. A few other ones. Cowbell has one. Who else? I can't think. I can't think right now. It'll come to me later on. But if you ever download a blender, you want to make it functional, there is actually a mod for that. If that's something you guys are interested in knowing about, let me know. And I'll do a separate video on it showing you guys the mod to make the blenders functional. Savrika and Samak or Samek. I always botch that name up. Forgive me, y'all. But they have a like rest, they do like the custom recipes for the game, and they have a bunch of like smoothie recipes and things that you can make. So that's something else I have. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I am actually going to stop here because it's literally 1:37 in the morning and it's late. And if you guys like what you saw thus far with me putting some decorations in the game, I have a lot more to do. Let me know by giving me a thumbs up. You can definitely comment in the chat while the chat is still active. But once it is no longer active, you can definitely comment in the in the Lord, I just forgot my train of thought, y'all. See how quick that was? You can comment below the description box and or send me any messages if there's anything in specific you would like to see. I'm going to show you real quickly unit number 1 because like I said, I was doing this backwards. Unit 1 is where I started in a normal, I guess, a normal setting. Most people go from unit 1 to unit 2, but unit 1 is pretty much done. I'm going to go in and add like a little bit more clutter, but I'm going to do that off camera. And unit 2, I've already done the bathroom, but that still needs to be cluttered up a little bit. I haven't done anything for this with the exception of add this table tonight. And then lastly, the unit I'm currently working on is unit 3. I was hoping to get to the bedroom tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen. So it'll be on my next stream. I do think I'm going to come back tomorrow because I feel like it's the most realistic thing to do since I have a lot of other things to do on Friday and Saturday. So I will most likely be back tomorrow night. I probably won't be on too long. I am trying to move the live streams up a little bit further then midnight to over in the morning. Thank you so much for the hearts. Appreciate that. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know by commenting below the video and letting me know like what's the best time for you to join if you prefer like midnight streams, which I tend to like the midnight streams because usually it's quiet and it's just a few people that tend to pop in from I would say from time to time. But I do also want to do one that's more easily available to those who can't be up like after midnight to 1 in the morning. So yeah, let me know in the comments below once the video gets posted. But this is the outside of the building. It is done. I don't think I'm adding anything else to the outside other than just working on the balconies. That's probably about it. But there's a hot tub, y'all. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining for me for this live stream. I hope you like what you saw. Definitely don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up the video once it's posted. You can thumbs it up right now while it's live as well. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything in specific that you would like to see. Anything you want to know when it comes down to the Casual Games channel. Just send me a comment, post it, put it in the chat on my next live. Again, I appreciate you all for joining, even those who stopped through for just a few minutes. Greatly appreciate it. I can't tell you how thankful and blessed I am to have you guys here. As always, be safe in those streets, be blessed, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video or the next live. Bye.